Even if you don't realize it, who you identify as is the catalyst for your actions. I'll give you a few examples. If you're bad at math, the reason that you're bad at math is because you say that you're bad at math. You say, oh, look, there's another F on my paper. See, guys, math just ain't for me. You know, when you get that homework, you look at it like, better get photo math. I don't know how to do this shit. Therefore, when you say that you're bad at math, you're going to automatically and subconsciously take the actions of somebody who's bad at math. You're probably not going to study. You're probably not going to go to tutorials, and you're probably going to keep telling yourself that you're bad at math. Same thing with everything. The reason you're fat is because you keep telling yourself you're fat. I know when I was fat, I would make jokes about me being fat. And without even realizing it, I was welding that into my identity. My brain automatically rewired itself to be like, all right, we're a fat person. And then subconsciously, without even realizing it, I do fat shit, like not move all day, eat a fuck ton of junk food. Damn, those are really the top two that are the contributing factors of being unhealthy. But you get the point. I mean, there's one of my coworkers. He's an LT, and he's probably the worst at Expo, but he doesn't have to be, because he tells himself that he sucks at Expo. When I gotta remind him to put a queso or whatever on one of the plates, he's like, oh, well, you know, it's me up here. The reason he sucks at Expo is because he keeps telling himself that he sucks at Expo. Therefore, he identifies as somebody who sucks at Expo, and he'll never change until he changes his identity. Now, you can't just change your identity like that. You know, it's not like getting a fake ID where that shit just pops out the printer. It takes time. But don't ever degrade yourself. That's the first one. When you fuck up, you're not somebody who's dumb. You're not somebody who's stupid. You're not a failure. You're just simply somebody who made a mistake. And mistakes are okay. Failing is okay. Because fail is actually an acronym. First attempt in learning. Yeah. When you fail, it's not like a all-time catastrophe. It's actually a good thing, you know? Like I said this in one video, but when Thomas Edison was not inventing, because technically he didn't invent it, but optimizing the light bulb and going through a gazillion different filaments for it, he went through hundreds upon hundreds. And in an interview, somebody asked him, how does it feel to fail hundreds of times? And he looked at him and said, fail? I didn't fail. I just know which ones don't work. And approach life the same way. Try new shit. If it doesn't work, then you know, alright, maybe it's not for me. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe I should do that more. That way that does not happen. You only fail when you give up. There's a sign in my gym, in my first gym I ever went to. Look it up. It's called Prime Iron Gym. It's in Cleveland, Texas. It's probably where I spent the first year of my journey. Freaking top tier gym. If you're ever in the Cleveland area, go stop by. Amazing place. But anyway, they had a sign in there, and it said, the pain is temporary, but quitting is forever. And you know, when you first look at that quote, you might be like me 2 years ago, who was like, that's just another cheesy ass quote. But if you think about it, when you quit, That really is it. If you quit and you never pick it back up again, it stops there. All the cool shit, all the opportunities, all the learning experience that comes from that thing you quit is gone. When you finally reach the end of your life and you look back and you see your little movie replay of your life, you're gonna look at that thing you quit and be like, damn, actually that could have been something really fucking cool. But, you know, when those weights were heavy, or learning that was hard, or that was stressful, it's supposed to be. That pain of doing that thing, whatever pain comes with it, whether you're a comedian and the stress is getting up on stage, whether it's going to the gym and the weights were heavy, whether you're trying to learn ice skating and you keep falling. The pain of all those things is temporary. But when you quit, it's nothing. It vanishes, turns to dust. You might have just Thanos snapped away the next big thing in your life. Not only that, but since you quit, subconsciously you now identify as somebody who quit. Therefore, who knows what else you'll quit? Live through the pain, because the pain is what makes you stronger. You have to live for it. Identify as somebody who's comfortable with being uncomfortable, and there's no situation where you won't prevail. Just something to think about. I'll be back.